I am Dr. Said Ammar Nakshawani, and this message is brought to you by the Muhsin and Fawziya Ja'far Foundation.
Why don't Muslims speak out when terrorism takes place? This is a question that is commonly asked by many non-Muslims. Where are the Muslim voices? When 9/11 happened, they asked, where are the Muslim voices to condemn the terror within the religion? When July the 7th happened, where were the Muslims to speak up against the radicals? When other events which take place in the name of Islam, such as the emergence of ISIS, occur, there are many who ask this question, that where are the dissenting voices, or the voices that are against this particular image of the religion of Islam? How do we answer this? Because this seems to be a common theme, that there are people who do not come from a Muslim background who feel that all Muslims are pleased with what's taking place. And if not pleased, they're too silent when witnessing the events that take place. We look at this from a different angle. On the first level, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his family taught the Muslim community that when they see an injustice, whether it's within the community or external to the community, then they must speak out. He spoke out, for example, for those females that were buried alive. He spoke out, for example, for those ladies who were treated badly by their husbands within Arabian society. He spoke out for the poor and the orphans and those who were neglected in the community. And so therefore, from the first level, we find that in the prophetic exemplar, there has been always a stress that the Muslim must be willing to speak out, even if it relates to one of their own. The famous chapter of the Quran, chapter 4, verse 135, stresses that, O mankind, we have to ensure that we are of those who maintain justice, witnessing to God, even if it means that we have to be witnesses against our own selves or our relatives and our friend circle. There were companions of the Prophet, peace be upon him, his family, who may have acted in a way which opposed the principles of the religion of Islam on a certain occasion, and he rebukes them. So therefore, even for us, we have this within our prophetic example on the first level. On the second level, if a person says, I don't hear the Muslim voices, then you're listening to the wrong voices. And if you're listening to the wrong voices, it's either your fault or the fault of the media sometimes. The media loves to put those who sell. They want to interview those who will give the most extreme picture. Otherwise, you're going to bring someone who sounds a bit just or even a bit rational and does not look like a member of the cast of Pirates of the Caribbean. It's not going to sell. What you want is a voice of someone who's controversial. So therefore, I do feel sorry in some ways for some non-Muslims when they do not hear the more rational voices of the Muslim community and are only acquainted with those who the media know will bring up a certain image that suits the narrative. But thirdly, many of us have spoken out, and there have been many voices who have stood even though they had nothing to do with the issue at hand. I was not there in relation to what took place with ISIS, but I spoke out against ISIS and the actions of ISIS in a lecture that I gave, and in numerous lectures where I didn't only speak out against the actions of ISIS, but also against those Muslims who were turning a blind eye. But then there are others who aren't in my position, who work as regular doctors or pharmacists or engineers or lawyers, who have also spoken out against terrorism. There are websites dedicated to speaking out against terrorism. It's unfair to paint Muslims with the same brush. A religion which was founded upon the principle of being those who maintain justice, witnesses against injustice, speaking for the truth, can no way be a religion that does not have members who don't speak out against barbaric acts. Therefore, sometimes the media plays a narrative where it gives you a particular image of Islam, and sometimes a person just neglects the many voices that do exist. Thank you for listening to this weekly broadcast, and we look forward to receiving your messages to continue this dialogue.